in the Creativate Embroidery Software, and I'm going to create a machine embroidery applique, the same as the flower I created yesterday, but this time I'll be able to stitch it out on my embroidery machine. I am in the Platinum version, and I'm going to move over to the Digitizing module. Now with the Digitizing module, it is going to ask me, do I want to start with a picture? Do I want to create from scratch? And I'm going to select Load or Create a Background Picture. Now I could, if I have a design already saved, I could just load that picture. I'm going to create a new picture. And what this will do is it will take me to another subsection of the embroidery software, which is called Draw and Paint, which is an amazing graphic program. And we'll move over to the Insert tab. And there is a shape catalog. This is the same shape catalog that we saw in the software that we played with yesterday. I will move down and select the same flower, insert shape, comes into my screen. It is not the right size, so I will use the transform button, select proportional, and change the size to 152 millimeters, which is approximately 6 inches. Now I need to add the center. Back to my shape catalog, go up to the top, select a circle, insert shape. I want to change the size of that slightly. Again, select proportional, change that to 50 millimeters approximately, and there is my design. Now this is not an applique, this is not embroidery, this is simply a design that I can use to create the design. We'll go over here to back to the Digitizing module. So you have to move back and forth between several modules, but there is my picture that I just created. Close that Draw and Paint, and then it's going to ask me a number of options here. The one thing I really want is just to change that size to bring it into the 152 millimeters approximately. Finish, and now there is that shape in my Digitizing module, so all I have to do is to digitize it. We are going to go over to Quick Create, and the first thing that I'm going to do is just change the colors so that we can see it a little more readily on the screen. Deselect a fill pattern. I'm not creating stitches. Under Applique, I will select an applique fabric, and we will select pink. And under the fill area and line, I want to change the satin line. Now it defaults to 2. It is already set to 4, so that is good. Just want to make sure. And now I select Quick Stitch and select the shape, which I'm going to start with, which is the background. And there is my green satin stitch around and my pink applique fabric. Now I want to change the color again. Sorry, we put the same color. We'll just change that to an orange, and we will go up here to the applique fabric, and this time we will select a orange and my quick stitch. Now, even though the shape or the outline is hidden in behind, the software knows that it's still there. And if I select OK, there is the center of my flower, the 2 applique fabrics, one is orange, one is pink, and then the satin stitch around. Once I'm done with that, I will move back to my embroidery software, not the Digitizing module, and there is my flower. We will close Digitizing. And all I have to do now is to save this, and then I can send it to a Wi-Fi enabled machine, and it will stitch that out as an embroidery, which I will do now.